Today, we got Hawkman taking on Archangel. Who wins? Let's find out. Carter Hall, now infused with the mysterious Nith metal, is granted flight, strength, and a living armor. He battles dangerous threats, both alien and mystical, as the Savage Hawkman. Because of the Nith metal, Hawkman is easily superhuman and has incredible strength, speed, and durability. He's smashed Blockbuster into the ground, then knocked him out and sent him flying into the air, battled against Xerxes, and actually staggered people like Martian Manhunter and Supergirl with his attacks. Carter's able to reach up to 500 miles an hour while dive bombing, dodge lightning, and has been able to regularly outrace enemies, even throw enemies into the way of a bullet or a bomb. Carter's Nith metal armor automatically protects him from damage, and actually provides him with a pretty impressive healing factor as well. He's regenerated wings completely, regrew an amputated arm, and has actually been fatally shot, yet survived and regenerated. Carter is a master of all sorts of weapons, and can actually instantly morph the Nith metal into pretty much any weapon that he wants. These can include, but aren't limited to, two-handed axes, dual swords, shields, and maces. Hawkman's been able to easily defeat enemies in a 5-on-1 fight, battle against Lobo, and he definitely isn't afraid to kill someone, as he's decapitated enemies before. Then, finally, Hawkman's got the Claw of Horus, which is a really powerful weapon, and Hawkman has described it to Superman before as being able to hit him with a planet. Then, in the corner, Archangel. A mutant and original member of the X-Men, Warren received his angelic wings at a young age, along with a unique healing factor in his blood. After being twisted and morphed into a weapon of apocalypse, Warren became the cold and distant Archangel. In the years since then, he's gone back and forth between his two identities. Because of his mutant heritage, Angel sprouted and grew white, feathery wings, and gained the natural ability to fly. His body became accustomed to low temperatures at high altitudes. His lungs can easily breathe even at full speed in flight, and his eyes can withstand high-speed winds. He prefers to fly under the clouds, and can normally fly for half a day non-stop, but he has reached the highest recorded altitude of a bird, which is equivalent to the height of Mount Everest. However, thanks to Apocalypse's celestial modifications, he's been granted different and far greater abilities. His skin turned blue, and his tissues and muscles became enhanced, granting him even greater superhuman strength, durability, and endurance. He threw aside Wolverine and Warpath when they tried to restrain him, and the sheer force of his wings during liftoff was enough to slam X-23 into a wall. He's also durable enough to withstand explosions, energy blast, keep on fighting after being poisoned, ripped apart by Sabretooth, and shot with an assault rifle. And Archangel's actually withstood blasts from Phoenix. He's also impressively, superhumanly fast. He's able to match the Blackbird's maximum speed, dodge energy attacks and force beams, catch up and cut through a jet fighter, and he's able to quickly split Hawkeye's arrows in half in mid-air with his wings. Speaking of his wings, when Archangel was enhanced by Apocalypse, he was granted razor-sharp, retractable wings that were composed of an unknown metallic object. He's got independent control over each and every feather, has been able to easily cut through people, and his wings are sharp enough to slice through diamonds. He's able to easily slice through soldiers, snipe guards alongside Domino, and even briefly took down Old Man Logan. Some of his feathers are even laced with neurotoxins, and he's paralyzed Wolverine and Deadpool, and Red Hulk said he was beginning to get dizzy after being hit with a few. After fully succumbing to the Archangel persona, his new celestial powers allowed him to take down the X-Force all by himself, and most impressively, he defeated the Phoenix-empowered Jean Grey from the Age of Apocalypse universe. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, in all the Marvel vs. DC counterpart matchups, I'm a big fan of this one. I mean, both are winged, both are ruthless and kinda bloodthirsty. And while they are alike in many ways, they're also different enough to make this fight real interesting. So which one of these two is stronger? Well, Hawkman is strong enough to easily snap and break out of steel wires, dominate Blockbuster in a fight, smashing him to the ground and punching him into the air. And he's thrown Xerxes and sent him flying with his punches. So I would say that Hawkman is stronger than Archangel in physical strength, as Warren is more just peak human or low superhuman. However, it's his wings that are superhumanly strong and can really shift the tide over to Archangel's favor. I mean, he sent X-23 flying backwards just from the sheer force of his liftoff. Archangel's cut through steel and stone, even cutting through diamonds. His wings have sent 5 men flying backwards, and Warren has cut apart an antenna that Jean said weighed thousands of tons. He's even shred apart a large Godzilla-like monster that a super scientist said was too tough for man-made weapons. Warren's wings can just be incredibly powerful and dangerous. So what about durability? Well, Archangel is tough enough to take energy or telekinetic blast. Blast from Cyclops, Crimson Dynamo, and Rogue, and is actually super skilled at blocking attacks while simultaneously launching attacks of his own. He even has somewhat of a healing factor, as he's kept on fighting after being shot, stabbed, poisoned, gutted, or impaled by a sword. However, Hawkman has got him beat here. That's in no small part thanks to his Nith metal armor. In fact, the armor doesn't just offer protection, but it's also able to heal the wearer. Like, it's regenerated Hawkman's wings completely. He's regrown his arm before, and he's been shot in a fatal spot, but survived and regenerated, all thanks to the Nith metal. The armor also protects Hawkman from attacks before he can even be damaged, as it automatically protects it from damage and is able to block bullets with ease. However, I think the most important physical asset in this fight has got to be speed. Since the fight is gonna naturally take place in the air, whoever can fly and maneuver quicker while in the air is gonna have a huge advantage here. So how fast is Hawkman? Well, Carter has regularly been able to dodge attacks using his wings and speed, and he's outsped flying bikes, and probably at one of his fastest moments, reached up to 500 miles per hour while dive bombing. But that's not even Mach 1, just Mach 0.66. And Archangel has got him way beat here. Warren is so much faster that it's not even funny. For starters, Archangel's been able to catch up and cut through fighter jets, with most all fighter jets being faster than Mach speed, with the fastest being around Mach 2 or Mach 3. He's also flown faster than the X-Men's jet, the Blackbird. And just for reference, almost every single model of the Blackbird is able to reach Mach speeds, as one even went from Winchester, New York to London in just minutes. So in terms of flying speed, Archangel is a whole lot faster than Hawkman. But what about speed and combat? Well, Warren has got him beat there as well. I mean, he's shown that he can casually fly around or shield himself from gunfire, missiles, or really any attack. And he has no problem just speed blitzing in fights and shredding an enemy with his wings or just straight up flying through people. In fact, Archangel seems to almost prefer this tactic. His techno-organic wings can also just act on their own, reacting to attacks well before Warren himself can. But it's not just about physicality. It's also about fighting skill. And that's where Hawkman can take the edge. I mean, we're talking about Archangel, who's probably got a few decades of experience, to Hawkman, who's got centuries and centuries of experience. No real question there. He's also got a mastery over a plethora of different types of weapons, including two-handed axes, dual swords, shields, and his trusty mace. The nith metal in his armor also instantly morphs in his hands into different types of weapons, and that can bring us to our last bit of discussion here. Hawkman's nith metal armor. I mean, the nith metal is one of the most powerful objects in the entire universe. Hawkman has even mentioned in the past that it isn't just protection. The armor itself operates as a living weapon. It heals the wearer. The ore can be harnessed and wielded in a variety of ways that are nearly unmatched in the universe. He's even said that every time that he thinks he's mastered the nith metal, he just discovers that there is so much more to learn. This could prove to be very problematic for Archangel if Hawkman is able to utilize the metal effectively. However, even with his nith metal and greater fighting experience, still don't think it'll be enough to overcome Archangel. I mean, this guy is kinda insane. For starters, Archangel's already a whole lot faster than Hawkman. Like, a lot faster. His wings are also made out of celestial technology, and so they're incredibly tough and powerful as well. Granted, I would still probably prefer to have nith metal, but the point is that Archangel's wings are going to do some serious damage when Warren tags Carter. He's also insanely bloodthirsty and savage. I mean, we all know about the Savage Hawkman, but we're really skipping over the Savage Archangel. And since the wings have a mind of their own, there's technically nothing to stop Archangel from killing Hawkman, even if Warren doesn't actually want to do it. But overall, Archangel has no problem slicing people into small bits, cutting people in half, flying through people, or just decapitating them. The guy has stacked up quite an impressive kill record. He doesn't even bother holding back against his friends, gutting Wolverine, cutting Deadpool in half, and decapitating Phantom X. So yeah, he's not going to be holding back against Hawkman at all in this fight. And Archangel doesn't even have to get up close in order to put Hawkman down. He's got his pinions. He's used them to clear whole battlefields, able to snipe guards or cut Hawkeye's arrows in half. And he's even used them to take down Old Man Logan, someone with a healing factor arguably greater than Hawkman's. And as if that wasn't enough, some of his pinions are laced with neurotoxins, which have paralyzed and taken down both Wolverine and Deadpool, who both definitely have a better healing factor than Hawkman. So I think it's pretty clear here that Archangel is coming out on top. Hawkman just can't consistently counter Warren's superior speed, Archangel's wings and pinions, and just his overall ruthlessness and savagery. Archangel wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sound off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe button. More videos just one every single day. And I will see y'all next time.